It is showtime.
Wow, there you go. Today is going to be huge.
Huge. This is huge.
Reddit, tell us about the just before we get into the pleasantries, just tell me about why you made the longest short link in the world, which is going on the scrolly down the bottom. I mean, it's actually probably even longer than the real one.
Well, it's the Royal Welsh. It's 2024. So our challenge page is bit.ly/express Royal Welsh 24. I see no problem here.
Well, do you know what? I might have done Express RW 24. That would have been easier for our people. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that, because here's our people.
All right, Shwmai, you're 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ysgol Derwenfa. Looking forward to today's session. From Farming Families. We really enjoyed the Adobe online workshops this year. Yes! That was great. Diolch yn fawr, Ysgol Derwenfa. Thank you very much. That is lovely feedback. Yeah. We like lovely feedback, and we ignore bad feedback. That's what we do.
We ignore it entirely. In fact, I don't even think we've ever had one.
No, just delete it straight away.
Right,
come on. We got a lot to fit in today, Dom.
Yes.
So let's get through the rules. Now then,
please
let me click on the correct thing. There it is. So rule number 1, Mr. Trainer.
Pause it when you want. You should give us a little bit of time because we go back and forth between the master and the apprentice. You can decide who is who. And, we go back between Chromebook or laptop and iPad. So if we get a little bit ahead, that's okay, because you'll have time to catch up. But if you get too far behind, don't worry about it. Just pause it and you can move and then replay whenever you want. Number 2, Jones.
Well, at the end of this session, either Dom or I will be emailing you, your teachers, with a form to fill in telling us how many of you have completed at least one of today's activities. And if you complete at least one of today's activities, we will send you free swag direct to the school. Possibly not in time for the term, but...
Well, if you get it in today or tomorrow, you probably will get it, actually. But... just on the subject of being royal, Meredith, when he says we will send you, or one of us will send you, he's using the royal we. That will be me who sends it to you, won't it, Mr. Jones?
Oh, I've been doing pretty well at sending these out.
I've been doing
pretty well.
When we're on the lives, he comes up with all sorts. Okay. Number 3, Adobe Leaders.
Right. Well, now then. If you've been joining us along these sessions, like Ysgol Derwenfa, they've enjoyed these sessions across the year, then you've been picking up loads of different skills. Now, if you take some of the skills you've learned with us on our live lessons and show them to other classes in your school, maybe you can go and show some younger learners how to do some drawing, or maybe how to use Animate from Audio. If you do that, that makes you an Adobe leader, helping other people in your school to use Adobe Express. And that means that you will get sent VIP swag.
Yeah, maybe we could do like special Royal Welsh Show swag. Like farm machinery with Adobe Express on the side.
Yeah, like a plow or something. Yeah. There we are.
Whoa, imagine that.
Yes.
Unearthing creativity all over the land.
Now, teachers, if you are just hopping on the call, you're not going to get that email. So make sure that you've registered for this session. Even if you haven't, do it right now. You can do that by going to bit.ly/Adobe Leaders. So make sure that you are registered for this session, and then you'll get the email with the form to claim your swag.
Claim your swag.
Right.
Do it today. Do it tomorrow. Otherwise,
Shall we jump in to the challenge page, Mr. Trainer?
If you please.
Okay, then. So you will see the scrolly at the bottom of the screen, bit.ly/Express Royal Welsh 24, the snappy short link that it is. And you can also get to that by scanning the QR code that's up on the screen right now. If you've got a device which scans QR codes, that'll save you typing in that really short link. And here it is. So let's have a quick look then at our first challenge today. So our first challenge today is a Royal Welsh infographic. We are going to be
all those facts.
using, yeah, I've collected some facts about the Royal Welsh, and we're going to use some of them, not all of them, some of them to put together an infographic and teach people about the Royal Welsh, because
9,000 animals.
Yeah, it's a huge deal, but then it's something that a lot of people have no knowledge about at all. So, and I'm guessing that Dom's one of those people. So,
Yeah, no, 9,000 animals. I thought you were pulling my mane.
No, yeah, over 250,000 visitors over 4 days. That's
mind-blowing.
Nuts.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, right. So let's jump in and let's do it. So I'll be going first on the browser. So if you're on a Chromebook or a laptop or a Mac or a PC, something like that, you're going to be following me. And then we'll be passing over to Dominic, who is going to be showing you how to complete the activity on the iPad. Right. Okay. So here I am. I'm on the Adobe Express homepage on the dashboard, and I'm going to be creating a graphic. So I'm just going to click on the big green tile that is create a graphic, and that just gives us a poster-sized empty blank canvas. Empty and blank meaning the same thing. So there we are. So the first thing we can do is we're going to start just building up some kind of hills. We want the kind of countryside scenery thing going on here. So the first thing I'm going to do is set my background color to a nice pale blue. Okay, so on the top here, you see I've got background color. So click on that. And I'm going to choose, do you know, this is a really nice pale blue there. Or you can go to more colors and choose one from there. There we go. That's great. And then I just want to build up just some hills. Okay. So for my hills, you could use circles, but I'm going to actually use blobs from the icons. So I'm going to click on elements. And then I'm going to go across to icons. And I'm going to search for blob. In there. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah, this is great.
Oh, good. So I thought, did you lose me there or something? No.
No, I'm having a whale of a time. Carry on.
Oh, hello. So we're going to bring in 3 blobs. One, and then you can choose different ones, or you can use the same one a few times over. But I'm going to use some different ones, I think. 2 and 3. Okay. So I want one of these to be really pale green. So I'm going to just choose, again, fill. I'm going to go down, find a really pale green. There we go, like that.
Like that yellow one that you chose there.
That's green. It's green. That's green. and then the other one, I'm going to choose the same color green, like that.
There's not a kingdom on planet Earth where these are green, but yeah, that's fine. Yellow hills are also good.
That's
green.
That's green. I'm like, I'm not
that green. There's no chance that's green. But let's keep going.
All right, maybe I just realize I'm colorblind. That to me is a really pale green. All right, anyway. Whoa. What an age to find out that I can't see colors properly. Right. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to go, now I don't know what's real anymore. This is kind of a cream color to me, so I'm going to go for
that. I can't wait to look back on this one.
What's real anymore? I don't understand. Right. Then one of these two that are the same color, I'm going to actually make it a lighter, a paler version again. So I'm just going to click on fill there and go to custom and just lighten that up even more. There we go. Cool. Right. Okay. So my lightest one goes right in the back. Okay. And then my next green one comes just in front.
Okay.
Like, and we're just building up some cool looking hills. That's all we're doing, guys. Just build. There we go. So you're gonna have to probably, make these shapes really big. There we go. Like, there we go. I've got rolling green hills.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it's a blob means that you can rotate them around and get kind of more interesting looking shapes. You could do this with just a circle as well. And then in the foreground, so right in the front, then I'm gonna use this kind of this creamy kind of hay color, I suppose. And there we go. So that's kind of the layers that I've built up there. And
Nice.
to me, that's a pale blue sky with green hills, and then a kind of straw-colored foreground. Right.
Hey,
Let's throw it over to the
hang on,
iPad.
1 second. There we go. Throw it over whenever you like.
There it is. We're back on the iPad for the first time.
Okay, so if you want to get to the iPad, you go to the Adobe Express app, you open it up, it comes in here, it does a spinny thing. Right, I'm going to start. I always like to start with Flyer. I think that's a good one. It's on the top thing here. You can see it there. So go press the Flyer one, double tap to edit the text. No, I'll tap it once. Down the bottom, you can see delete. It's just gone gray there at the bottom. Get rid of that. Okay, what did the master do? He tapped, he did a background color. So tap on your canvas, go to color, spelled incorrectly as usual. And you can scroll along till you find a pale blue. All the colors that you will see in this one are real colors with real names. And, and then I'm going to go to add, go to design assets. This is always a dodgy one. And then we'll go to add and we'll go blob. Okay, couldn't find anything. Look at that. Told you it was a dodgy one. Let's go to add. Let's go to shapes. And let's go to more. What have we got? What do you got? Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm sure there's probably blobs in here.
You could use a circle, couldn't you? You could use a circle.
Yeah. Maybe I'll see if there's more in here. I've not looked at these for a while. Nah, doesn't really matter. All right, let's use that one. Add 3. Okay.
Oh, looks like a person sitting in front of a plate of dinner.
The Last Supper. Let's go for. Okay, this can be my the very back one. Now, is it me? Am I imagining this, or did the genius, also known as Carl Webster, tell us that things in the background should be darker than the foreground?
Oh, I don't know. Don't go saying things like that and quoting Kyle Webster at me.
Well, you know, Carl Webster is a god. So there we go. And then go to done. And then you can sort of bring this up. Ooh, it does stretch out in a nice way. That was good.
Lovely rolling hills. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one, let's get it. Are we going to go in front or behind with this one? What are you saying? What are you saying here?
I'd say behind, personally.
Yeah. Personally. Right. Okay. So let's change the color on this one as well. And then I'll scroll along. Let's try and do that darker. It's making me think that the other one's a bit too dark itself. Now, in terms of order,
we are going to have text in front of this, so you do need it to be quite subtle.
Right, subtle is my middle name, as you well know. And then, and then, so maybe I'll click done there. Use the order to send it to the back, and then I'll go back to this one. Just change the color ever so slightly, so that it's a bit lighter. Something like that, and then done, and then the last one. Ooh, what are we gonna do here? Oh, hello. It's a bit too similar to the one behind, isn't it? Drop the shoulder, send everyone the wrong way, and then pop it out there. Look at that. Classic Spanish national team move. Right, let's and then let's do the lightest one. Do you know what? It could be that actually the lightest one needs to go at the back, but I don't think so. There we go. Are you happy with that, Mr. Jones?
It's lovely.
Right.
It's lovely.
Well, then wrestle back control, please.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Right. Let's get going. Let's get our title in. So for the title, I am going to click on text on the left-hand side. And I'm going to add my text. And it is going to be the Royal Welsh Show. The full title is the Royal Welsh.
Have you ever been yourself to the Royal Welsh Show?
What's that?
Have you ever been to the Royal Welsh Show?
Oh, many times. Yes. Yeah, many times. Yeah, and I've played there a lot of times because they have music on in the nights. So
Okay.
I played up there the last few years.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a great day out. Even if you're not, from an agricultural background, then it's still a really great day out.
Cool.
You can go and sit in tractors if you want to. That's cool. That's always fun.
A bit of that.
Yeah.
My kids
Right.
love that.
So anyway, it's actually, the full title is the Royal Welsh Agricultural Show, but I think we're going to keep it brief here. Keep the title snappy, and everybody just calls it the Royal Welsh anyway. So anyway, yeah. So if you really want to give it the full title, then go for it, guys. But I'm not going to. Okay, so I'm going to set a font that I like to this text, and you could add a background to it, a shape to it, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to. I think it sits really nicely up there in the sky. So I'm just going
you
to
want
do
it all to
that.
be on one line, do you?
What's that?
You want it all to be on one line?
We're going to have kind of rows of facts coming underneath it. So I suppose if you don't have it all on one line, what is the space next to it going to be for? You put the sun there, I suppose. But no, for me, I'm going to keep it all on one line, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, shall I carry on for a bit, or do you want to pass over?
Oh, do something else. Do another one.
Okay, fine. Right, so I'm going to add another text box now with my first fact. Okay, so here we go. Now, use a different font for your facts from your title. Okay, so use a title font which is a little bit more decorative, and then use a really nice, clear, strong font then for your facts. Okay. So my first fact here is I'm going to say that the Royal Welsh Showground is 2 million square meters.
Whoa.
It's equivalent to 15 Principality stadiums. That's how big it is. Yeah, it's massive. Right, so I'm going to type in here 2 million. So you could write it like this, 2 million, like that, okay? Or infographics are all about shouting out facts and figures that people can take away. So I'm actually going to write it out in figures because it looks more impressive, I think. 2 million square meters. Okay. And then, missed an E there. And then on the bottom line, I'm going to put in brackets 15 times Principality stadiums. Principality stadiums. Okay, so this is all a bit messy at the moment. So I want to use the dynamic text layout for this fact, like this. Now then, what's great about dynamic text layout is that by reshaping your text box, you can make parts of the text more or less important. For example, right now, the word stadiums looks important, doesn't it? And it's not important. So if I kind of drag it about, there we go. You see?
That's perfect.
It is perfect. Yeah. So there's my 2 million square meters, which is equivalent to 15 Principality stadiums. So I'm just going to pop that in there. That's my
Did you show people where you got that fact from?
Where did I get the fact from?
Yeah. Do we need to show people the page?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Just a momentary.
On the page. Yeah. All right. So 2 million square meters.
Okay.
So that's our first fact. Right. Now, for my next fact, I'm just going to be duplicating this text box. But let's throw it over to Dom now because he's...
Okay, one sec. Because I need to get it up again. There we go.
Oh, no worries. Okay, so he's got a title in, and what a lovely font that is.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was good actually. I liked it. Yeah. It was what's the font? Wanderlust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. It's worked really well. I'm happy with that. So let's just add in some more text. Add text. Right. Now you can just copy and paste from the page, but I'll also show you how to use the microphone feature. This sometimes gives us very interesting things depending on what language I've got. So let's just go for it. Okay, what's the fact again? 2 million square meters, brackets, 15 times Principality Stadium.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this.
Is that right? Okay, you ready? 2 million square meters, brackets, 15 times Principality Stadium, close brackets. Ooh.
I like the meter square in there. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? And it didn't give me
Yeah.
the open brackets though. That was a shame. But no,
Yeah.
that's fine.
And you
All
need
right,
a capital P on the Principality Stadium.
yeah, okay. I'm
Come on.
there, don't worry. All right, so let's get rid of brackets. I'll get rid of that. And then I'll go in here and then change that into a capital. Right, nice. Now, yeah, we got to do all sorts of stuff with this. Now, let me just, it's in effects. No, it's in style. No,
It's in a line.
Line magic.
Magic.
Ooh, okay. Now the font doesn't really work, I don't think. And we've also got to get. This is interesting. I wonder whether I need to go back in here and actually introduce my own space. That makes my own
Force
line.
it.
Yeah, force it like that.
Uh-huh.
Right. That looks better, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, and then the font is awful.
The font is awful. Right. We need the factual font. Quicksand. Quicksand 1. Look at that.
That's way better already. Yeah.
There we go. Right. Where am I putting this? On the hills or in the sky?
I put mine in the sky, yeah.
In the sky. Look at that. Nailed it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Right. Okay. So back to me. Right. Okay. So pick another 2 interesting facts then from these. So we've used the numerical facts. So I suppose don't use the dates and the location. I suppose you could, but no, I'm going to use the first 3 facts from here. But you might want to choose how many champions there are or how many stalls and attractions there are. But I'm just going to go for the next one, which is that there are over 250,000 visitors every year over the 4 days of the Royal Welsh Show. So I'm going to duplicate this text box. Okay, so duplicate. There it is. And I'm going to bring that over to the opposite side. Okay. And I'm just going to double click in here and change this text to say, so you could say over 250,000. And then next line, visitors.
Are you forcing a return here? Are you forcing a new line by pressing return?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I did use return there to force it down. But I don't think you have to. It behaves pretty well on the browser when you push it around. Now, the only thing that I don't like here is the word over. When you're making infographics, you want figures to be really neat and tidy. That sometimes means that you just simplify your numbers and just say that it's 250,000 visitors. It's not lying. It's kind of.
You could use your maths.
Yeah, exactly. That was going to say. You could also use a greater than symbol. So the greater than symbol is if you hold Shift button down, it's above the full stop key on your keyboard. So when you're putting infographics together, make the numbers look really clean and simple, and avoid things like nearly, over, around, things like that. Okay, so there's my next fact there. And then I'm going to duplicate this again straight away. Duplicate. And I'm going to pop that down to back to the left-hand side. And then my third fact is going to be that there are 7 show rings, 7 different rings where, like in that photo on the challenge page, there are kind of events and animals are shown and competitions and all that kind of stuff. There's 7 different rings you can go to and see competitions. Now, for this, the most important part of 7 show rings is the number 7, right? So if I do 7 show rings like that, there's no way I can push this around, which I'm happy with, because if I make the 7 massive, then show rings is way too small. And then like that, the word rings is too important. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to just have show rings in a box, duplicate it, and then just have 7 in a box and pop it next door. Okay, so just because I started off with the dynamic text layout doesn't mean you've got to stick to it. Okay, you don't have to stick to that.
That
There
works
we
well.
go.
That works really well.
Yeah, you want, the number is the most important thing. So you want to make sure that that is the thing that grabs your attention. Okay, so that's what I've done. I've got my 3 text boxes basically duplicated from the first one with 3 different facts. Shall we pass over to the iPod?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Okay, there we go.
Right, so I've just been duplicating mine and putting in my dates. I actually thought I would tuck this one just under the title there, as if to say, well, that's the date, and that's how that's where you get when to go and all the rest of it. I made sure when I put this one in, it had attractions. It was made that big at first, but I thought over 1,000 is the thing that is really impressive about that.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd do that. But then I've aligned it underneath the 2 million square meters infographic. I was thinking I might put a little outline on that. Don't know what you think about that, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, we'll try it. Yeah, go for it. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it actually, I might do it white, I think, and then done, and then you can just bring it down ever so slightly. It's just so that you can see it rather than being so obvious that it's an outline.
Yeah.
I thought the text bit was quite easy, and just to make sure everybody knows, because I always search for it every single time, and I'm going to search for it again now. Where is the magic text? It's in a line. There you go. It's in a line. But try all of those. I haven't tried those for ages, actually. Whoa.
Yeah, there's in there.
Yeah, some of those are a bit mad.
Yeah, you can keep pressing them, can't you? Those are the mad ones. You can keep pressing them and it throws it around. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, so now it's time to start adorning our facts with suitable imagery. So, I'm going to start off with my Principality Stadiums, my 2 million square meters. So, how can I display this? Well, I think I'm going to just get 15 stadiums in there. Okay. Now,
what?
Yeah, you could just do one, that'll be fine. Or you could do one stadium and just put the number 15 times in the middle of it or something like that. That would work. But, I'm gonna go mad. So I'm gonna search in icons for stadium, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to find one that looks kind of like the Principality Stadium. And none of these do, because the Principality Stadium is the best stadium in the world, as we all know. And none of these look as good as it. But I'll just choose that one. So I'm going to set this fill color to black to match the text. Now then, here's what I'm going to do. I want 15 of these in a kind of grid. So maths, Dom, how can I do 15?
Ooh, 15 in a grid. Ooh, think quick maths. 3 times 5.
Lovely, thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 rows and 5 columns. So there's my first one. Duplicate it, drag that down, and it is. Duplicate it again, drag that down, and pop it in. Cool. And now I'm going to just choose all 3 of them. So click on the first one, hold shift down, click, keep holding shift down, click. And now I'm going to duplicate that 3. Move it over, and again, duplicate, and again, duplicate.
Keep going.
So, as I was saying, you don't need to do this. You could just do one stadium and put 15x in the middle of it or something like that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Right, cool. So, there's my 15 stadiums. So now, this would have been easier without these shapes in the background because I could just drag a box over them. But I'm just going to select them all. So, I'm going to choose the first stadium, hold down shift, and super quickly, I'm going to just go around and click on every one of the stadiums. There we go. And now I'm going to group them. Okay, so I've held shift down, I've selected them all. I'm just going to group these stadiums together. And what that means is that I can now click away. When I click back, they're all just one thing together, which I can resize really easily. That would be very difficult to do if they weren't grouped. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to mess about a bit with your font size and the size of the stadiums. There we go. So that they kind of match in terms of size.
Yeah.
Just something like that. That works perfectly. I'm really happy with that. Okay, so that's my first one done. I'll just show you how I'm going to get started with the second one, and then I'll pass over to Dom. So for visitors, what can I do to show visitors, Dom?
I guess just people.
Yeah, people. Maybe people walking in. So I'll just look for walking. Okay, so again, that's a really cool one. I like that. But you could mix and match these. There's loads of people bring their pets along. So you could bring in a dog as well. So I'm just going to grab that first icon there, which was cool. And I will bring in the dog as well. There we go. Now then, what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to pass over to Dom as I do this, really, as that dog's facing the wrong way, because we want these to kind of be facing the fact. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this first person up there, get them in line like this. Cool. And now I'm just going to duplicate that person. Duplicate. Okay. And there we go. There's another person walking alongside them. Duplicate. Now, this time, maybe we've got a family bringing a dog into the show. So just pop that in like this.
Like this.
Like that. And then, oops. And then maybe there's some children. So I'm going to make that icon smaller. And you see, I've only used 2 icons here, and it just looks like there's a load of different people walking in to the Royal Welsh Show. And if you've been to the Royal Welsh Show, you know that when you arrive, you basically walk into through the entrance, and you are it's an assault on the senses. You're straight into where all the food trucks are, and there's noise, and so there we are. They're all walking in there.
Hey,
what's that?
An assault on the senses.
It is, definitely. Right, so I'm going to pass over to Dom, and that's all I'm going to do whilst you're looking at Dom's screen is I'm going to show rings. So I think I'm just going to get 7 circles and kind of just throw them on there, I think. Right, let's go to the iPad and see how Dom's getting on.
Right, okay.
Hello.
So when you're in the iPad, you want to really go and find pictures, I would say. That's probably the easiest way you're going to do this, because the design assets hold no joy for you whatsoever. So
not until the new app.
Not until the new app, which will be ready. We're ready for you in September. Right. So we've got our, I'm just rearranging things really, just to make sure that I've got everything. Also, I was going to ask you, what are you saving at the bottom for?
All those figures, facts and figures about animals. We're gonna
you're gonna put them all in there. Okay, cool. Right. So I'll show you what I did, because I got a stadium and then I cropped it in an oval, and I'll show you what I did. We've got over 1,000 stores and attractions. So I'm going to go to add. I go to Adobe stock. Right. I wonder what I'm going to search for here. Store, maybe. I don't know what that's going to get me. Wow, cool. I mean, some of these could be perfect, actually. I mean, I guess
there's all kinds of stores.
Yeah, selling food and everything, aren't they? I guess so.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm going to go for this one. A lovely fruit salad.
There's always some flip-flop stalls there.
Flip-flop stalls.
I don't know why, but I think people just go to Royal Welsh and buy flip-flops every year, because always.
You can probably get a T-shirt which says "I went to the Royal Welsh Show and all I got was this lousy flip-flop."
Yeah,
right.
Those kind of kitchen gadgets that they always sell in shops. Yeah, there's always displays of people showing off kitchen gadgets in Royal Welsh all the time. Yeah,
that's funny.
Are you bored of slicing onions?
Have you ever thought of spiralizing your courgettes? Right.
That's it, yeah.
That'll do. I like that one. And then nearly 9,000 animals. Now, this one is going to blow my mind. I'm still sort of digesting this one. It's kind of crazy. I don't know about my layout here. It's not making me hugely happy, but let's press on regardless. I'm going to go to done in the bottom right, go to add, go to Adobe stock, and then maybe I could go for like farmyard, something like that. I want something with loads of animals in, basically. Chickens, maybe not the most glamorous. Not to give chickens a bad name, but maybe we'll go to pigs. Do you know what? I would love to go and see the pigs, because I saw an exhibition once about no. It was cows, and the cows are the most enormous things I've ever seen. They were like vans, and I was like, wow, I'd absolutely love to go to one of these shows where they just have these massive breeds. Right. Let's go with.
You're making me laugh though. That was funny. Okay.
They are great though. Oh, these will do. This will be great.
You know what are great? You know what's great? Cows.
They are amazing. I just because I remember seeing this one photo, and it was like I can't remember what breed it was, but the guy standing next to it looked like a 6-year-old child. The guy, the cow was so big, it was incredible.
That'll be a Welsh black bull, I reckon, Dom.
Yeah, there you go. Well, start of the show.
You wouldn't catch me standing next to one of those. They are crazy.
Yeah, there you go. And then we can pop it in there, something like that. 9,000 animals. I'm liking that. So if you ever, if you want to, you can go to crop and shape, and you can choose different shapes there. You could put the cow in a heart, because we do love a cow. Well, I certainly do.
Tell you what, I like cows.
I like cows. I do. There you go.
Right.
Take it over. Rescue this.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I think maybe you're gonna have to change one of yours, because we're gonna bring attention to the 9,000 animals in this bottom one. So maybe you were gonna want to rethink that last one you made. Sorry, I didn't explain it very well.
You show us the deal, and we can do it.
I'm going to duplicate one of my text boxes, and here, okay, so we've got nearly 9,000 animals. Again, remember, if you're making infographics, just simplify it. Okay, I'm just going to put 9,000 animals. All right, it's
I like. That's all I'm going to say. I liked nearly. I thought it was great.
Okay, so 9,000 animals. There we go. Right, so that's going to go kind of in the middle-ish of the bottom section that we've got left. Okay, and I'm probably going to increase the size of that as well. There we go, something like that. Now, if you want it to be exactly centered, you can click on align in the top here. Okay, and then you can just click center like that. There we go, and it's in the middle. Okay, so now I want to tell my readers what kind of animals there are. What are these 9,000 animals? So I'm going to duplicate this again. Duplicate. Now, this is getting too much of this font now. Okay, we need to break it up. So this is a good chance to echo the title font that you've got. So I'm going to switch this font to that font that I've got in the title. There we go. There it is. And now I'm just going to pop, what is it? We've got 3,000 horses. So I'm just going to change this 9,000 to 3,000 horses, like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to duplicate this text box. There's 6 different categories of animals there. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just going to spread them around. Now, we're also going to kind of use icons to represent these animals. So you're going to need to bring the size of these text boxes down. Okay, so let's just do that. Now then, what I'm going to do now is just go around each one, changing the text to match the actual figures that we've got here. Okay, so we got 3,000 horses, 1,000 head of cattle, 130 pigs. So 1,000 cattle, and then 130 pigs.
Cattle.
Pigs. There we go. Okay. And should I pass over to you, Dom, whilst I finish these up?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, so you can see what I'm doing, guys.
1 second.
Yeah, I'm just basically I've got this text. Oh, and I'm also going to rotate them slightly like this, just to kind of change up my angles a bit. There we go. This kind of thing.
Cool.
All right, just so that we got these figures kind of floating around the 9,000 animals. Right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, there you are.
Right. So I've been told that the 9,000 animals needs to be the big draw. So I'm going to add Adobe stock. I've done cows. I've done pigs. It seems like the other big one is the horses, obviously. So let's go in there. Let's see what you got. Okay. It's going to look like a Lloyd's TSB advert, I think. Right. Let's, what do we need? Do we want lots of horses or do we just want one magnificent beast? I think probably one magnificent beast will do it for me. Let's, oh, that one is splendid. Look at that. Look at them looking all moody at the top there.
Splendid.
Add one. Move freely. Always choose move freely. So let's get it in there. Right. Look at that. Magnificent beasts. And then fine fillies. And we'll go to circle and go to done. Now Meredith's doing he's obviously doing text for his. I'm sticking to a visual theme. But I'm gonna tip. What am I trying to say? Tuck it just behind that lovely sow's bottom. Let's go to order, and then
Order.
I knew he'd jump in on that one, and then crop and shit, and then maybe just move my magnificent beasts. Just pinch in there to zoom it up. And then there we go. I'm liking it. I'm just going to align. Yeah, I'm going to align it to the bottom. Align this one as well. Yeah, that is looking tremendous.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, you can decide, people. You can decide. The master and the apprentice. Who's who? Just saying. I'm just saying.
Pop it in the comments, guys. Pop it in the comments. Right. Okay. So we're nearly there now. So I just need some icons to just emphasize these animals. So I'm just going to go into icons again, search for horse. Lovely. This is prancing horse here, like that. Yes, there it is. So I'm just going to pop these on top of my text boxes. I'm going to kind of match the angle of the text box. Something like that. That looks cool. And then I'm just going to search for cow. Oh, like this. And I'm trying to use the icons that are filled in, not the ones that are kind of just outlines only.
Okay.
So the ones that look kind of all black on the browser, those are the ones that are going to work best for this. Okay. You could try using the ones that are outlines only, but they tend to not stand out as well. Okay, there we go. And then I need a pig. What was that? What was that?
I need a pig.
There we go. Yeah, we all need a pig. Right. Great. There we go. So I got those top three done. And you can see I've moved my these text boxes down so that I can get the icons on top. Right. So now let's get a sheep. Sheep. There we go. Great. Now I want all the animals to be kind of looking into the page. So this sheep is facing the wrong way. So let's just flip horizontal on that one. Lovely.
Flip that sheep.
Flip it. There we go. Good.
Nice.
Like this. And then let's get a hen.
Who wouldn't want a hen in there?
No then, hen. No then. With this, that cow at the top is facing to the right. So let's get the hen facing to the left so that we can bring some balance to the universe. And then there's 200 pets. Now, what's really interesting, the facts that I picked out, it actually said 200 pets and guinea pigs. I don't know why guinea pigs get a special mention. I'm not sure. So
They're not pets.
Oh, are they not?
Rodents. Filthy creatures.
Well, they're not. They are pets. I mean, they sell them in pets.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
So I'm just gonna grab a guinea pig, but you could choose any pet you want there, really, I suppose. So I'll just do that.
Looking
there
good.
we go. Right, now then, I've got all my facts in place. Now here's where you want to do your tidying up at the end of your process. Now I'm going to lock my blobs. Okay, so I'm going to click on my blob and lock it. Click on padlock. And then I click on the other blob and I'm going to lock it. And I'm going to click on this blob and lock it. Now then, with the blobs locked, I can do stuff like this. I can drag a box over all of these animals, and then I can decide, do I want to just resize them slightly, pop them down? Do I want to resize my show rings a little bit? And do that. So that you can get a bit more space between your facts and figures, because it's a little bit claustrophobic.
A little busy.
A little bit busy, yeah. So if things are looking busy, just the best tip really is to make some stuff smaller and get some space in between them. There we go. And that, I think that immediately is looking better. Yeah.
Like it.
All right. Right. Should we pop over to you to finish it off?
Yes. Hang on. There we go.
We are live with you, Dom.
Well, hello there. Look what I've done. Let me just go back here. Before, it looked like that. And I knew, and all of you were texting me, just sending me DMs, just saying, Dom, that's incredible what you've done there. You said that's incredible. But what I thought was, I want to make it more incredible. So I took this.
Incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah, maximum incredibleness. And then I've gone into my shape there. Yeah. And then I've gone into this second one from the end. That's the one I want. But at the moment, you can't see anything. And you're like, I know what you're all thinking. What's going on, Dom? It doesn't look like you're doing anything. That's because the color you can see in the bottom left is blur. So change it to blanc. Okay. Then go to done. And then in here with this text, I'm going to double click it. Oh, hello. Come on. Yeah. And then I'm going to double click the text. What you can see what I've done here is I've forced 2024 onto a new line. I no longer want that. So I'm going to click done. And, you know, like Meredith was saying a while back, it's looking a bit busy. So let's just lighten it up a bit. So I'm going to use this here. And because I've got that shape on here, boom, look at that. The pink dotted line of awesomeness is there, saying it's aligned right in the middle. And there we go. Just across the center of the page there. The shape means that it goes from one end to the other. The white just gives us a little bit of breathing space. You can click it and then go to your... well, I was going to say that, and I was going to think it was going to be really smart. But actually, it's the size of it I want to change. Size? No. You know where you can get more space at the top and the bottom? In effect somewhere. It must be like, where can I change?
No, you can't do that on the iPad at the moment.
Ah, right. Well, there you go. It still looks great, doesn't it?
It does. I'd leave it exactly as it is if I was you.
Yeah, so there we go. I mean, I'm happy with that. That's done. I'm absolutely made up with it. I think it's great. Let me just get my wonderful horses, just move them in ever so slightly. There we go. I'm done. If I want to share it, I'm going to use the top. I can use either of these bottom arrows or up arrows. The up arrow actually does both. So you can go there. You can go to share. And then you have the option to save image. Click it. Save to camera roll. Boom. Press that one again. Share. And rather than save image, scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. Copy link. And we are... Well, it might take a while actually. Looking at that, looking at that blue line. Oh, there it is, done. So we got a link. You can put that in a browser, and we're all done. Meredith, show us the end game.
Yeah, so here we go. I'm done. Since you've been gone, I just added a cloud at the top there from the icons and a sun from the icons. And then I did put an outline and a bit of a shadow on the text just to make the title stand off a bit more. Okay, so on the browser, we definitely need to name our project. Okay, so I'm just going to go RWAS Infographic. The Royal Welsh Agricultural Show infographic. There we go. And, you know, maybe a teacher, yeah, I'm pretty sure your teacher is going to be like, ooh, this would look good printed out. So if you want to print it out, it's best to download it as a PDF. That's the best way to print. But if you're going to be storing this digitally in your My Files or your Google Drive or somewhere like that, then a PNG is perfect. You could also click Share and publish to web if you want somebody to be able to click a link, click on a URL, which takes them to a page where your wonderful artwork is displayed. Right, there it is. Right then, Mr. Trainer, it's time for us to move on to our second activity, our second challenge. Before we do that, it's time. If you want to give us a whoop whoop, we can give you a shout out. If we've got any schools that want to say hello, then just pop a comment and we will give you a whoop whoop. Also, if you're following along on, there it is. If you're following along on YouTube, it would be a big help to us if you could like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you don't just join our live lesson, but you see all of the extra stuff that we post. So we post up loads of Adobe Express tutorials and lesson packs and really cool drawing videos, and you're going to miss out on all that stuff if you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, we know a lot of schools. Oh, there. Where do we go? We know. Hello. We know that a lot of schools. We know that a lot of schools take photos and post online when they're following our sessions because it's a lot of fun. So if you are doing that, teachers, then please tag us as well so that we can see the work that you'll be doing in class. If you'd like to tag us, you can tag us using these handles. So maybe tag us at Adobe for Edu, at Dom Trainer, and at Meredith J. That'll mean that we see you as well, see what you've been doing. Right, let's go on to the second activity, which is a lot of fun, where we're going to be animating a character and creating a social media advert for the Royal Welsh Show. Now then, iPad friends, this is where we say goodbye, unfortunately, because we don't have Animate from Audio on the iPad right now, but it is coming this summer, right, Dom?
Yes, indeed.
Right. Oh, okay. So let's get my screen back up then. Let's get on with our second activity. So to go back to the Adobe Express homepage, I'm just going to click on the big colorful A in the top left-hand corner, A. And we're going to be animating from audio. So click on the big, well, I don't know what colors are anymore. I just don't know what's real anymore. I would call this maybe turquoise or teal, perhaps. That's what I would call it. Is it, Dom? What color is that?
Yeah, I think you could get away with that. I mean, there's shades of green.
Okay, there we go. So click on there, and it's going to open up the Animate from Audio mini app within Express. So we're going to be making an animation about the Royal Welsh Show. So obviously, we're going to need to choose a character which is appropriate. So you could definitely jump into animals, okay, and find some kind of, agricultural animals in there, like Chicky, perhaps. Chicky or Truffles. Or you got Charger there.
Oh, definitely. Charger, that's got to be the one, isn't it?
And Goat as well. Oh, yes.
What about Bongo? Bongo looks absolutely terrifying.
Yes, well, you don't really. There isn't an ape section in the Royal Welsh Show, but
I mean, Bongo. You don't know that because there's over 9,000 animals. So I mean,
yeah, there are a bunch of dogs there every year, so you could choose the dog. I wouldn't, if I was a fox, I wouldn't go to the Royal Welsh Show. I would have.
You think there probably would be quite a few goats, wouldn't there?
Yeah, there's definitely goats. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. So you can also get like a farmer character from the All People. There's definitely some people
there is
there
a
in countryside attire.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Chicky, I think, because the Chicky looks cool. So I'm gonna go Chicky. Right. So we want no background. So under background, just go to transparent.
Right.
Okay. And then size, a square Instagram is perfect. So Instagram square, that's perfect because we're making a social media video. So, and then just make sure that you can see all of your character and leave some space because some of them flap their arms wildly and you don't want that to be chopped off. Okay. So make sure that, that your character is totally visible and that nothing is in danger of being chopped off. Right. Now then, let's pass over to Dom. Or are you... Do we need to pass over?
Yeah, hang on. Let's present. Share screen. Share screen. Yeah, because I'm on my new one now. Share. Oh. Yes, get me in there.
All right. Yes. I'm so glad you chose the goat.
Yeah, I've got to go with the goat. It's the only way.
Yeah, I like his pajamas. What is he wearing?
I don't know. It looks like some kind of pajama. Category. Yeah. I mean, animals with character. Background. I've gone for transparent. Size. Yeah. I've gone for square. Right.
Okay.
You tell us what we're doing in terms of audio here.
All right. Okay. So this is a snappy 10-second advert for the Royal Welsh Show. Okay. So no big speeches here, guys. Okay. So it could just be something as simple as, hey, you get over to the Royal Welsh Show July 22nd to the 25th at the Llanelwedd Showground in Bilthwells. Or you could just say, get to the Royal Welsh Show July 22nd to the 25th. It could just be that. Okay.
Yeah.
Social media adverts are, the shorter the better. Right. Yeah. So here we go. Now, if you're recording this right now and you're in a noisy classroom, then make sure that you tick enhance speech. It makes a huge difference. We'll get rid of all of your friends' voices. It's amazing. Yeah. Now, I don't need to do that because I'm here alone. So there's no noise here, unfortunately. There are no friends in class. But if you're in a noisy environment, just tick that and it'll make a huge difference. Right. Okay, here we go. I'm going to record. It's going to count me down and then I'll be able to hear it back. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, get over to the Royal Welsh Showground on July 22nd to the 25th this year. There we go. That's fine. Okay. So let's pass over to Dom, who's going to do the same thing now.
Yeah, go, right. Dom. Just I'm always keen to learn. So it's Llanelwedd.
Yeah.
Llanelwedd.
Yeah.
Llanelwedd Bilthwells.
Bilthwells.
Bilth. Llanelwedd Bilthwells.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Bore that, everybody. Get yourself down to the Royal Welsh Agricultural Show on July the 22nd to the 25th in Llanelwedd. Oh, no. No!
You can just say
Llanelwedd.
Llanelwedd. Yeah.
No, I've got to get it right. I want to get it right. It's important to me. Hang on. Bore that, everyone. Get yourself down to the Royal Welsh Show on the 22nd to 25th of July in Llanelwedd, Bilthwells, and check out those cows. Lovely stuff. I'm happy.
Right. Brilliant. That was fabulous, Dom. I really enjoyed that. So let's see what happens. So then basically what it's going to do is it's going to listen to your voice and it's going to lip sync your voice to the character's mouth. But it's also going to listen to how excited you are and animate the eyes, the arms, the whatever you've got. Okay, so let's check Chicky out and see what it looks like. Now, hopefully you can hear this. Let me know if you can't, Dom. Hey guys, get over to the Royal Welsh Showground on July 22nd to the 25th this year.
Not bad.
Were you hearing it?
I was.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna, once you reach this page, once you see your character, what we're gonna do then is open our animation in the editor. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on open in editor, and it's gonna bring it in. Brilliant. Right, now then, let's just name this first of all as RWAS animation. Right, are you ready? As yours processed, Dom?
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Okay, let's jump over to Dom then and see how the goat is looking. There we go.
What of that, everyone? Get yourself down to the Royal Welsh Show on the 22nd and 25th of July in Llanelwedd, Builth, Wales, and check out those cows. Lovely stuff.
Happy. Open in editor. We are ready.
Oh, it never gets boring. Never ever gets boring.
Never.
Right, cool. So now that you've done that, you may notice that your character might be kind of facing in one direction. Or some of the characters, I know that the charger, that cow, tends to move one arm more than the other. So this is going to help you decide where you want your character to be, because you want your character to be on one side or another, basically. Okay, you don't want it to be dead center. You want it to be either off towards the right or towards the left. So really, Chicky is pretty symmetrical there. Yeah, there's no real reason for Chicky to be either side over the other. So I'll just go with I'll go with the left, because I think Dom's gonna have to go to the right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I'll go to the left. There we go. Now then, the first thing we want to do is get a background. Okay. So I'm gonna go into media, and this is why we didn't set a background, because we're gonna have a video background. All right. Now you could search in here for something like countryside. Okay, there's some really cool kind of rolling hills backgrounds there that you could put. These are all awesome. These are all really good. So yeah, I'm going to go for that. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my my video. You just want to make sure that when you're choosing your video clip, that it's, you know, at least as long as your animation. That saves you a bit of fuss. So I've got my video clip in there. So let's just pop Chicky on the top. There we go, like that. Okay, and now when I play my scene back, hey guys, get over to the Royal Welsh Showground on July 22nd to the 25th this year. Cool. Now, once Chicky stops speaking, Chicky's going to disappear like that. So that is where this scene needs to end. So I just drag this black playhead along until Chicky disappears. Bring it back. So we see Chicky, and then I'm going to trim my scene back to that point. There we go. Okay, so hey guys, get over to the Royal Welsh Showground on July 22nd to the 25th this year. All right, let's pop over to Dom to see how you're getting on.
Alrighty. Okay, so I just put background color in there just to check that the transparency was working. There's an echo on mine, by the way. Okay. But let's go to media, video. We'll keep my talking brief while the echo's on, and then we'll go for bam. There we go.
Is that better, the echo?
Yeah. No, same actually.
Oh.
I'm gonna put cows. Ooh. Now this is interesting. What's that one?
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really, but that's fine. Oh, that is better actually.
Okay.
It's quieter at least. Okay, let's try this one. See how this one goes. And then I'm going to stretch it out. Now, like Meredith did before, I want to have Mr. Goat on the top here. Go back to my video. I could move it along a little bit. Just find the point where it's actually more interesting. I don't know where that might be. I have to play this video and see what's going on.
What of that, everyone? Get yourself down to the Royal Welsh Show on the 22nd to 25th of July in Llanelwedd, Builth, Wales, and check out those cows. Lovely stuff.
Right. Now, let's find the endpoint. He's just there. Okay, so like Meredith did before, you can just trim it down to there. That's fine. Oop. Oh, it does silly beggars like this. So there we go, better. I'm not sure whether that's the best video or not. I'm not sure really. But that's fine. You can play around with it and see what happens. Actually, that one might be quite good. Take that one out. Put this one in. Is that one? Maybe it's not going to work because it's a bit too vertical. Not really sure. Let's put our goat on top. Is this one? Can we move it a bit? Yeah, I'm not sure I've made the right choice here, but hey, you can always play it.
What about everyone?
That one doesn't work, does it? Let's so you can use the undo button to go back. This one was better. Okay, there we go. Happy with that. What's the next bit, please?
Okay. So text is coming next. So let's get some text in. So I'm going to choose text, add your text, and it is the Royal Welsh Show, or yeah. So I'll just do that. The Royal Welsh Show. And where do you want your text to be? It doesn't. The title doesn't have to be at the top. It's pretty cool to have it down there at the bottom. Maybe if you've got kind of more space in one section of your background video, that's the best place to put it. So I'm going to add a shape, a background shape. Now, my favorite shape all the time is when you choose the shape and go to show more on the basic shapes. Okay. So show more on the basic shapes. It's this guy here, this one. That's my favorite. Okay. Because it doesn't matter how big this box is or where it is, it's always going to give you that kind of strap going across the whole page. I like that. Right. So I'm going to do that. That font is horrible. So I'm going to choose a different font. I'm going to view all. Give me a good Royal Welsh font, please. This one's good. Okay. And now then, what's going to make this pop a bit more is let's get an outline on my text like this. And my final step then is this shape. I'm going to pop back into the shape. Let's get a better color for the shape. So, a Royal Welshy kind of color, maybe. So maybe like this green. But then I'm going to actually make the opacity of that shape lower so that I can still see through it a bit.
Like so would green be the color then, would it?
Well,
that you associate with the Royal Welsh Show?
Yeah, I think I definitely associate green and gold and royal blue perhaps as well. Right. But yeah, think of colors of tractors. And then I'm gonna pop Chicky in front of that text like that. Now then, and then I'm gonna animate my text in. Okay, so maybe I want my text to bungeeing to the right. Yeah, like that, from behind Chicky's egg. Okay, so if I come back to the beginning of the scene now. Yeah, that works really well. Okay. So I'm going to pass over to Dom, but what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to duplicate this now. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this text box, and I'm going to get the dates in there.
Show me what you did with the animation. I didn't see that. Just play the clip for me.
Oh yeah, okay. I've just got the bungeeing to the right.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. So whilst Dom's on the screen, I'm going to be changing this top text box to have the date, and I'm probably going to change the color of that background, but I'm not going to change the font, and I'm not going to change the shape itself. Right, Dom, we are back with you.
Cool. The Royal Welsh Show. Put your text in. Change it so you get a decent font. I want something which has kind of got a bit of class to it. That looks good. I like that one, but you can't really see it. So what I'm going, this is the one, even better. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to come back from that. I go to shape, Yeah, it's already doing the one that I wanted, which is this one that goes all the way across. Nice. Come back. In terms of fill color, I'll change that to white, I think. Don't worry, because then I'm going to go back into shape, change the shape fill. I like the idea of a royal blue. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that is the royalest of blues. Let's go there. Bring that down. Now, I want my dude here to pop in front of this. So I'm going to bring him to the top of the stack. Nice. So that's why I made the Royal Welsh Show text slightly smaller, so that he didn't steal the kind of the thunder from there. That's good. His little goatee can come down over the top of the W. That's absolutely fine. I'm liking that. Let's go to animation. Ooh, what was that? That was a new one.
What is it?
Well, maybe it's not. No, it's not. It's the bounce.
It's a tumble, is it? I think.
Yeah, but because it's like going all the way across the page, it looks like it's throwing down a hammer or something. Slide in, yeah, that'll do. I think the slide in's fine. I like that. So then once I've got that, I can what am I going to do? I'm going to click off it, click back on it, and that means I can get the duplicate function, which is just up here. You can see it. So I'll go there. Got another one. I'll pop it up the top here. And actually, I was going to try and, well, maybe I will put it on the right hand side. Not sure. Just for a bit of balance, I suppose. And then you can put the oops, and then I can don't click on my goat. Oh, if you're having trouble with selecting things, you can go to the layer stack on the right, and then give that a double click, and it'll be 22nd to the 25th, wasn't it? July 2024. Nice. And just make sure make sure goat is at the top, or whoever your character is at the top, and that should.
What of that, everyone?
Oh, yeah, but the animation is so quick. That's too quick. So go into your animation, find the one that you've chosen. Mine was the move and slide. And then the duration, let's make it a lot longer. I mean, have you ever seen any difference with these personalities? I haven't personally.
No, none.
No, that'll do. So 2.39 is the duration, soft and coming in from the right. So let's get the one up here, go down to animation, click the slider again, change the duration, roughly the same thing. Let's have it sliding in from the left and keep it soft. There we go. And then that should hopefully work quite nicely.
What of that, everyone? Get yourself down to the Royal Welsh Show on the 22nd to 25th of July in Llanelwedd, Milth Wells, and check out those cows. Lovely stuff.
There you go. That's looking good to me. Look at that.
It's great. Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah. So as promised, I've just been carrying on. So I duplicated this text box, and then there it is. There's one down there, and then there's another one up there. So that Dom, just because you found the names interesting. So Bilth Wells in Welsh is Llanfair Miallt. So I thought you'd like that.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So you got the location there. So what I've done is then with those, because they're duplicated, obviously they also bring the animation with them, which saves you a lot of work. But I have switched the bungee directions. So when I play this, you'll see that they bungee in opposite directions like that.
Okay.
Which is a bit of fun. I've also put an animation on Chicky himself. Okay, so I've popped a drop in and a wiggle on him. So he's dropping in and then he's wiggling on loop. So that just keeps Chicky moving a bit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that works well.
Yeah. And there we are.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that.
Quick share. And that's a wrap, I think.
That is, yeah. So to share this, obviously, because it's a video, you're not going to print this out. So you can download it. If you want it as an MP4 file, again, if you want to put it into your My Files or your Google Drive or whatever, then download it as an MP4 and drag it up. If you are downloading and uploading We always say that 720 is plenty, okay? You don't really need 1080p. It's just going to make your file sizes bigger and your downloading and upload slower. But alternatively, you could, if you want us to host it, Adobe will host it for you. Just click share, publish to web, and that's going to give you a link. And anybody who clicks on that URL, clicks on that link, is taken to a page where they can click play and watch your amazing video in playback. You can also embed that into an Adobe Express web page as well. So those are your options there for sharing, really. Cool. Right. Well, there we go, Dom. That's been an absolute blast again today.
Arbennig.
We're finishing the year on a high. We've got one session left, which is tomorrow. That's our final session of this school year. If you haven't joined us on one of our end of year wrap sessions before now, then come along tomorrow. If you've already done one of the end of year wrap sessions, then why not tell another class to join us? Where's Don going? Oh, he's spinning around. There we go.
It shows are classics.
Enjoy your summer holidays. If you're not joining us tomorrow, have a great one. Teachers, leave your laptops alone. In fact, just leave them in school, okay? And don't touch them for the summer holidays. Please leave them alone. Everybody have a lovely break. We've got a load of sessions booked ready for next year. We've been planning. We've got our calendar. When's our calendar up to now?
Oh, Christmas at least.
Yeah, Christmas, and I think we've got up to Easter sketched out as well. So, we've got tons in the pipeline for you. So make sure once you're back in September as well that you keep an eye out for the emails, teachers, because we've got loads of sessions there. Year 6, well, have you got any message for Year 6, Tom?
I have. Guys, it's been emotional. You've been with us now for years, and it's time to move on. The past is new. Royal Welsh Show, just, is that, a bit of a link there. Past is new is what you need.
Absolutely. And when you move on to your new schools, Year 6, remember that these skills you've learned in these sessions, you're going to be able to use in high school as well. Once you move on to secondary school, if you're asked to make posters or infographics or, to make a video or
videos, animations, get in there.
Then show your new teachers all of your Adobe Express skills and they will be wowed by them. Yeah. Right. Teachers, check your emails this afternoon because I will be emailing you with the form to claim the swag for your class. Right, Dom, thanks a lot.
Ta-da! A nice one.
Oil out.